Bees, April 25th, 2019, and finally bee weekend, the first of two pickups coming this weekend. We've got 3 nukes and a queen coming this weekend. It is Thursday today. I took today off. It's Thursday today. We've got a ton of hive work to do today, getting set up, getting ready for nukes coming, the first of the nukes coming, and gonna split one of the hives, the big hive, and get ready to introduce a Saskatraz queen into that hive on Saturday. So I'm gonna make this kind of a 3-part little series, so I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but like Bee Weekend number 1 2019. And so you guys stay tuned, and we will start some hive work, start some hive setup, and looking forward to it, man. I'm been waiting for my bees to get here and replenish my winter losses. So everything's blooming around here, man. It's just beautiful around here. Just flowering trees, dandelions are up. There's just flowers and trees bloomed out all over the place. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll get into some hive work. All right, you guys, we're out at the 8-frame yard and got hives set up. So big hive. This is the hive that we are going to break into today, possibly do a little split on. I have this little hive and this little hive. So this is set up for my nuke coming in. So full frames up top and 3 frames downstairs, so that my 5-frame nuke can go in there, which you guys will see me install. And then this is for the package of Saskatraz bees coming in. I have everything closed up, like tight. Entrances are all closed up tight because I don't want these bees robbing out these honey frames that I have in here. And so what I did here also, I'm sitting here leveling, actually just got these hives set up, leveling my hives up. Well, what I do on my packages is I leave one empty deep on top, and so I'll set that queen in there and maybe give the bees 1 shake, but then just put the whole package in there and let them crawl out overnight, is the way that I do it. So those 2 are set up. We have one more to set up at the 10-frame yard for the package of Italians that's going to go down there. So Saskatraz bees, Saskatraz package, a nuke of carnies, and we're about to dive into this big hive of carnies right here. They're pissy. So let's see if we can make a split. Okay, so I kind of got ahead of myself without filming, but I'm in my big hive now. I will show you in just a minute. I have taken 3 frames so far for my split. I've gone through here. This is mostly capped brood. What I did do is I inserted a drone frame into here because I want to try that this year as Varroa technique, but I have my friend Kathy with me, and she's actually filming. But we did find our queen, and so I wanted you guys, because everyone likes to see the queen, just wanted to show you the queen of this big hive. She just actually got done laying. She's right there. You guys can see her? Can you see her right here? Mm-hmm. She's such a great queen. I mean, these bees are very laid back bees. Usually they're cranky, but they're laid back today. But she's just on the hunt. She's on the search right now, just laying away. So I'm going to put her back in, get back into the lower box. And so we're finding a lot of drones there. She's laying again right now. We're finding a lot of drones already, tons of drones in here. Which that was another thing I wanted to do. This is a full inspection in this box because I just want to make sure there's no swarm cells yet. There's no queen cells yet. Did find one emergency cup. Everyone else looks good. Doesn't look like there's a super high mite count. And just lots of brood. Another frame of just really good looking bees. See how nice and chill they are? They're just sitting there. They're not runners. That's what you want in bees. That's what you want in a hive, is just not runners. Just people doing their jobs. Beautiful pollen right there. They get a little testy when you move a little bit quicker, but they're not bad. And one more frame, all eggs and larvae. Huge hive, beautiful hive. All right, cool. Well, I'll show you guys my split in just a minute. Okay, so I'll hold this while you get your glove on, Kath, so you can come up here. So I got this bottom box done, and here's the amount of bees in the bottom box. And so the bottom box is all, these guys are getting owly right now, is all just pollen and nectar. There's no brood at all on the bottom. And so I stole one frame because I wanted the bees, and so I now have a 4-frame split is what I've got going right now. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this hive because I have smaller hives coming. This one's so big, I'm going to move it right to here, and it's going to really confuse everybody. But that's just the way it goes because I have hive work to do today. So, Kath, come around here real quick and we'll just take a look at the rest of these boxes here, and just great setup of bees. I mean, just a great bunch of bees, great bunch of brood. This hive is cranking. I'm gonna have to check it again because I know it's gonna swarm on me if I don't. So what I'm gonna do is move everything over to this corner, and once I get it all done and buttoned up, I will turn everything back on. Okay, so everything's moved. Just finished up going through these guys. I showed you a little bit of just doing an inspection on this hive. So this is my big survivor hive of carnies. It made it through the winter. Queen's laying great. She's just a great laying, proficient queen. We have drones, lots of drones already. Found one little emergency cup, but nothing to be worried about. No swarm cells, anything else that I saw that looked bad. I moved them from here up front because they're so big that I wanted to give any smaller hives that I have a better spot up front here. And so everyone's kind of getting reoriented with this whole thing. The other thing I did was, you saw me get my other hives set up here, but I made the split. And so, like I said, I still have my friend Kathy with me. Say hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Hi. I've been working with Kathy because she's a second year beekeeper this year, and one of her hives made it, which was great. And so she came out because she's never seen hive this big. But I'm going to have her film real quick, and we're going to go over to the split. And so I'm going to open up the split with Kathy, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I've got going here. So probably best side is over here, Kath. So I took 4 frames. 3 of them were brood frames with all the bees, and 1 frame of pollen with all the bees, because I wanted more bees. There's a lot of brood in here that they need to keep warm. I also have a honey frame here that I'm going to put in there so that they have something to go on, because they're going to be minus foragers. So, honey frame. So come on over here and take a look at this, you guys. So here's what I've got going. I'm going to put this honey frame in. So I took 4 frames. I'm going to show you before I lose all my bees out of here. I guess I did show you the frames that I took. So this is all bees getting ready for the Saskatraz queen. Look at the freaking wasp in there. Here's what the frames look like that I took. No eggs, full of brood and nurse bees and drones. Okay, and so that's what you want when you're introducing a new queen into a hive. The queen that I'm getting is a mated Saskatraz queen. You don't want eggs in here because bees will always honor their own genetics. And so if you don't have eggs and all this brood hatches out, they're not able to make another queen. And so without them making another queen, you're better off, you'll have a better chance of acceptance with introducing a new queen into here. So I'm going to leave these guys closed up. The entrance is closed up. I'm going to leave them closed up for a day. I'll let the foragers get out tomorrow, check stuff out, and then Saturday, because today's Thursday, Saturday, I will show you guys introducing this new Saskatraz queen into this hive. And I think that's it. We're pretty much done here. I think we're going to head to the 10 frame yard, set up hives, and be done for the day. All right, you guys, we are out at the 10 frame yard here. We've got our, we're going to do a hive inspection on the Italians, and then also have our nuke and a couple other things with us. But this is our nuke carnies, and we're bringing it out here so that it doesn't return to the other hive. So see how it goes. Okay, so we got the hives set. Again, a little split here. I will open them back up tomorrow. I have them totally closed up right now. I'm just going to let them probably hang out tonight. I might put on the upper entrance. I'm not sure. They're going to need some kind of air in there. So anyway, got them in. Got the next 10 frame box in for my nuke that's coming tomorrow of Italians. So as you can see, slatted rack, single deep, and then I have honey frame, and then just a bunch of really nice drawn frames here for her to start laying in. And that's it. So that's what I got. We're getting ready to get into the Italians. I was in here the other day. This is the Liberty Hive. And remember, because I call it the Liberty Hive because this queen was born on the 4th of July 2 years ago. She started laying in this upper box, in this upper medium, and I didn't want her laying in there. So I am going to put a queen excluder on there, just so that she can't get back up there. They can raise those bees, but want to go through, make sure that there's no swarm cells, that there's nothing crazy going on, and just see how everything's looking. So stand by and we will do a hive inspection. Okay, top off of the Italians, and here's the girls. I just gave them a little blast of smoke. So all we're going to do is just see how everyone's doing. Once I find the queen, I'm not going to film this whole endeavor here. You guys have all done hive inspections before, I would assume, but I just wanted to give you a look at the girls. If I find something interesting, I'll throw it on there. I did bring an extra nuke just in case. So here we go. Okay, so I wanted you guys to see this. Oh hell. I just took apart some drone comb. Oops, sorry about that. Just took apart some drone comb that I found, and you see the mites? Mites love drones, and so there's 2 mites right there. So anytime you guys are working on your hives, you should always take your drone comb apart. So I have treated this hive already. You can see the things moving around. I've treated this hive already, and there you go. I'm gonna treat it again. These damn mites are in here, but it's probably gonna be with Max this time. Just wanted to give you guys a little heads up. Every hive has mites in it. I don't care what they say. You'll always find mites in beehives. So unless you're in like Australia. So gonna get back to it. Just went through the upper box here, just this medium, heading into the deep right now, see what we find. So no queen yet. Just getting into this lower box, finishing up with the center one here, but pretty impressed with this brood frame. Pretty good laying queen. Good looking bunch of bees. And then other side's drawn out really nice as well, as you can see. They seem to be a little crankier than the carnies were. Okay, we found her. First frame that I pulled out of the bottom box, and it's cool because it's actually on a frame of totally drawn comb. This is a foundationless frame that I put in there. I'm sorry, it's all drawn comb that they drew out, but it's all foundationless. But she is right there. Can you see her? Right here. Right there. She changed colors a little bit. She got a little darker up on her thorax. Pretty queen. Pretty Italian. She's about to lay, I think. Well, that's fun. Gonna look through the second box real quick, the lower brood box, see what I've got, and we're gonna button these girls up, put them to bed. Okay, so no surprises. That's nice. I mean, sucks seeing a couple of mites, but we always know that there's always going to be mites, and for me to see 2 in some drone comb obviously makes me want to vape these things again, and I probably will since I got all my stuff with me. But not bad. She's not laying as heavy as I thought she would be, but she was a slow starter last year too, so just keep an eye on her. Not too bad of bees. Everything looks pretty decent. I might open these guys up. I haven't decided yet. It's end of the day right now. Getting close to probably about 5 o'clock, and it's like, I don't know, probably 60 something degrees, 64, 65 degrees. I might not open that bottom board, but maybe just put on that inner cover so that they kind of know what's going on. I'd hate for them to start getting robbed out by these Italians. There's a ton of honey in there, but I'd hate for it to happen. So I'll maybe kick it around and think about it. Pretty excited. New hives coming in 2 2 days, T-minus 2 days. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching. And you guys can watch the install in a couple of days. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I released them. Just decided to crack that open just a little bit because they didn't have any air in there anyway. So the more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, I'll just kick them loose, and that way at least they'll know where they're at and get some air in their hive. So, or in their, yeah, in their little nuke here. So kicked them loose. This thing is going to explode real fast. It's going to have a bunch of emerging brood real quick coming in and out of it. But that's what I got. I'll probably flip that reducer over, but they're not going too crazy right now. So I'm just going to leave them, let them do their thing. I'll put this inner cover on probably tomorrow. So nuke's in, waiting for a queen. 2 days. I need a name for this hive, so if you guys want to help me out, shoot me something in the comments. Saskatraz queen going in.